Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where last episode we got set up here and we are ready to tick on forward. What speed is this? Normal speed? Yeah, let's definitely go up to at least fast here. We'll probably go up to fastest once we're through the early game, but this seems fine for now. Crown Prince Maximus Sanchez is the new heir to our empire and will take the throne when our current ruler dies. Sounds good. Okay, so we're going to tick on forward here, although we probably should start working on another science ship quite soon here. Science ships, leaders now cost unity, do they not? Okay, let's go ahead and get one. We might not be able to get it working right away, and apparently I'm hiccuping. That's exciting. Apologize for that. Hopefully that won't continue. No. So far that seems to be the only one. Perfect. Well, that's fine. We're going to get this continental world out on Alpha Centauri 3 as soon as we can. Absolutely. So this new science ship, the BOS Ptolemy, has finished up, and we do want a new scientist here. We just don't have the unity for it just yet. Okay, there's an anomaly here. Surveying Proxima Centauri. Where is this? On Proxima Centauri B, Alpha Centauri 3 is the habitable world. We're going to leave this be for now and just continue to survey through here. We'll come back to this at the end after Alpha Centauri is surveyed.
Construction.
Okay. Our mining station has finished up, so we need to work next on... I feel like we don't need the energy credits immediately. I think this physics science is much, much better here. Where is that actually located? It doesn't matter. We can just go out here, build research stations. Beautiful. So that is underway now. And as soon as we can, we'll recruit a scientist for the Ptolemy. We're probably not going to get another scientist just yet. Well, we're going to get our lump sum from our research, are we not? When is that going to be? 81 months. Okay, that's a while. No doubt about that. So we're surveying Alpha Centauri here. And once we're done here, we can definitely build our mining stations after our research station is complete. So we'll just get that underway for now. And we now do have enough to get the Ptolemy doing things. So, none of these are good for surveying. I'm just going to recruit one at random because they're all functionally identical for surveying. And we'll go survey Barnard's Star. Fantastic. So, we can see that this constellation has a nice choke point here. And there's potential choke points over this direction, but we're not sure where those are just yet. For the moment, that's reasonably fine. I wouldn't mind clearing off these tile blockers. They're quite cheap. Let's get that underway. Cool.
Construction complete.
So the India just finished up in Seoul. Seoul is now done as far as our construction ships are concerned. We're going to head out to Alpha Centauri. That's absolutely going to be the location that we're going to claim first. So that'll be fine. We should also think about maxing out our naval cap fairly soon and getting that power projection going. We've also discovered a terraforming candidate and alien life. The BOS Tradewind has made a startling find on Alpha Centauri 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we've encountered life forms that did not originate on Earth. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Alpha Centauri 3 are sapient, it's likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out here. And also, our detailed survey of Barnard's Star 4 has revealed that it may once have supported life in the distant past. There are significant deposits of frozen water at the polar ice caps and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests that the water may have once flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but we don't yet possess the technology to accomplish this monumental task within a realistic time frame. Cool. So we'll tick on forward here. Alpha Centauri is going to be done being surveyed quite soon. Ah! Armenia is abuzz with news of the alien life that was found. I was thrown off by the Armenia, but I'm going to try to omit that wherever I can. While hardly intelligent by Armenian standards, the fascinating beings defy easy classification and hint at the immense complexities and possibilities of the universe. Cool.
Blocker cleared.
So we cleared a tile blocker back on Earth. That's fine. Oh, we've got a bunch of things popping up here. Our first stumbling steps into the void beyond Earth were not motivated solely by curiosity or a desire to conquer the unknown, or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Earth has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that Earth may be faced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event, that cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate may be avoided for Earth and the Bizzaro-Ottoman race. Falls to you as Empress of Armenia to ensure that this expedition is carried out. Consult the situation log for details. For an Armenian future. It should really be an Armenian.
Situation log updated.
So we need to figure out our first contact protocol. Our recent encounter with alien lifeforms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate on how we should approach contacting any potentially intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible by contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing out that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us, and that it would be unwise to let them know too much about us before it's necessary. A third, more radical group push for preemptive action against them. With the security of all Bizzaro-Ottomans at risk, they say, we dare not hesitate to take whatever measurements necessary to gain the upper hand against any potential Xeno threat. So, it's wise to be cautious. Yes. We do not greet the Xeno with open arms. They will be conquered, but we need to know if they're more technologically advanced than us or not before we attack them. So it's wise to be cautious. We're just going to be cautious. We are not going to be aggressive. We don't want to create enemies, but we don't want to create friends either. Armenia stands alone. Cool. So we're going to be done surveying Alpha Centauri extremely shortly here. This is the final survey, and then we're going to be able to put our construction ship to work.
System survey
Excellent.
complete.
So now we're going to build our starbase here in Alpha Centauri. That is underway.
Rocket cleared.
And there's another tile blocker back on Earth cleared up. Fantastic. We should probably... Well, how's our pop doing? We're going to have another pop in
Anomaly
6 months.
found.
Noted. A small rectangular object on the surface of this planet is deflecting all scanning beams, like a mirror. Our sensors are unable to determine its material composition. So we'll go ahead and look into that, and we need a new tradition here. So, I really believe... There has been some changes here, but I really do believe that Discovery is just the best. You have to take this early on, in my opinion. I don't think there's any other option. Discovery into expansion is really, really, really good. So we'll grab Discovery for now. There we go. And then from there, you can kind of branch out depending on what directions you're going. But in my opinion, that's the way that ends up working. So we'll build our mining stations here in Alpha Centauri because there is 3 additional energy credits that became available there. And Alpha Centauri is, of course, ready to go. We can colonize this continental world. It does have hazardous weather, but that's fine. So we're going to build a Bizzaro-Ottoman colony ship as soon as we have 23 consumer goods. Two alloys is no big deal. 23 consumer goods could take a while, and I don't want to wait on that. So we're going to buy in 50 and then wait for the month tick for the alloys. And we'll get this going just as soon as we can, which is right now. Let's go. For as long as we Bizzaro-Ottomans have been able to look to the stars for new homes, Proxima Centauri B has been a naive dream. A place we would look to with optimism, a new home. Sadly, as our telescopes got better, we realized that the planet would probably be a tidally locked frozen hellscape. A theory which we have confirmed today. There is hope, however. This world has all the building blocks necessary for a habitable planet. It just might need a slight push. So, it's a terraforming candidate, and we gain 190 unity either way. Yeah, these are the same. Thank you for inspiring us, Proxima Centauri B. Fantastic. So the BOS trade wind needs to head down towards J here. That's a great system name, J. Maybe it's supposed to be pronounced differently, but we're going with J. Perfect. So we're going to be done with our first colony fairly early on here, and that's always great. I don't see any other habitable planets quickly here, which is a little sad, but it's fine. So we have an alien mural here. While conducting surface scans of Barnard Star 3, Science Officer L. Sloan and the crew of the BOS Ptolemy discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock, covered in alien writing. They've not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project to translate the text.
Situation
okay, cool. We did need to look at this because of the mass extinction. So, reconstructing mass extinctions, huh? Interesting. I'm not sure how we do that. I guess we just have to find, like, tomb worlds? That'll be interesting, for sure. Let's go ahead and research this. Actually, I wanted to put that at the beginning. There we go. Control-Shift is the hotkey for that. So putting that at the beginning of the queue. Fantastic. And we'll get that done. Now, the BOS India is just chilling, right? We can send that over to Barnard Star, and I would like to get another science ship built. We do need additional alloys for that. And the colony ship is absolutely more important. Armenia's abuzz with news of the alien remnants that were recently studied. These leavings are considered definitive proof of intelligent, purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but at least we're not the first to be so. Remarkable. So now we know that we need a job on our capital. And we could definitely go for like an alloy foundry here. I think that's not a terrible idea. Let's get that going. Cool. So with that being built, we do get another tradition here, and we can grab to boldly go, I think. Yes. Survey speed increase is really, really good here. So we'll grab that. Ah, Erasian. Okay. We've received, or rather, we've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Jin 9. From what we've translated so far of their language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves the Erasian Concordant. They were an interstellar power that held sway over this region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have been six-limbed mammalians, and there are several references to some sort of plague called the Javorian Pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so it's going to be another 2-month ticks before we can get another science ship, but I do want one to come out this direction here. So that will be the current plan. And of course, for that, we're going to need additional Unity. We'll get the science ship built. It'll take it a little time. That'll be done after the colony ship, which is absolutely okay. So that'll be underway. And
special project
there we go.
complete.
Science Officer L. Sloan has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Barnard Star 3. It is a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given that the mural has been dated to be in excess of 300 million years old, it is likely that its creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting of all is the material that the mural was made of. Despite its age, it's in remarkably good condition. Cool, so we got a level up for our scientists there, and we also just discovered exotic gases previously unknown to us. These gases have a variety of different uses, particularly in the operation of advanced energy-based weaponry and force fields. Some of the gases can also be used as starship fuel, or even as recreational drugs. While we don't yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Yeah, we definitely should. It'll be a little bit before we are capable of doing that, but that'll be fine. A habitable world survey as well, huh? We could gain a lump sum of Unity for not doing this, but I think it is a commendable initiative. Let's go ahead and do that. That'll be fine. And we'll just need to survey some habitable worlds. Cool. So our science ship here is going to be done soon, but our colony ship is heading out to Alpha Centauri.
Complete.
Beautiful. The Ptolemy has finished up in Barnard Star, and we're going to head southward here, with the goal being to come down here, while this ship is going to head down this branch. And then the new one will head up this way. Cool. Our construction ship should definitely build a starbase at Barnard Star. We'll need another month tick before that can be done. And the BOS Drake has finished up. We should definitely recruit a scientist here. Anomaly discovery chance. I would love to do this. They cost 200. That's expensive, no doubt about that, but it's going to be worth it. We're probably not going to have more than 3 science ships for the moment, but for the time being, we're going to head up over here and survey Turin. Beautiful. Our construction ship can definitely build our starbase in Barnard Star. And there we go. We're going to want to grab J next for sure. So after we're done with this, we'll get all that done. We'll build all that stuff there. That'll be fine. How long on our next pop? 10 months. Okay, sounds good. That is absolutely fine.
Construction complete.
Barnard Star has been grabbed, so we'll build our mining and research stations here.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, this is a challenging one. Impressive structures litter Turim 2's surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. We'll come back to that once we've leveled up a bit. That'll make it a lot faster for Sofia Rosario to get that. That's a level 3 anomaly, so even just getting to level 2 will be a big deal. Cool. Of course, we're slow learners, so that'll take a little while. But there is the first Bizzaro-Ottoman colony. And actually, we can now see that this hyperspace lane terminates here, and it may terminate here. So this may be a dead end up here. That would be absolutely huge if true. Actually, yes, it is a dead end here. Fascinating. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Alpha Centauri Prime. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Bizzaro-Ottoman city on an alien world. A great day for Armenia. Indeed. Beautiful. So we have our first colony being set up here. It'll take it a little while to get done, but that's fine. So the hazardous weather here reduces the habitability and the happiness, but it does make this into a decent energy generation planet. So we might want to have it do that. I mean, the generator districts there's only 7 that you can make here. So I think that's okay. There's going to be a max of 18 districts, so that's not going to fully take over the whole planet. Seems okay to me. So the BOS Drake needs to make its way down this direction, and we want to make sure that this is a dead end. If this is, that is huge. That means that this choke point is incredibly important. And yes, this is a dead end. So this choke point now becomes a big, big target for us. We're going to immediately begin surveying down this direction. Beautiful. We're going to be done in Barnard Star fairly soon, and then we absolutely head over and grab J as soon as we're done with that. One of the small moonlets orbiting this gas giant has been identified as a promising mining site. A more thorough survey will have to be conducted to determine whether a mining operation would be feasible or not. Go ahead and do it. The BOS Tradewind has finished up here, and for the moment, we know that this, as long as we hold J and this system, we know that this is not in any danger of being claimed. So we're going to head directly down to here. We can fill in these gaps later. So that'll be fine.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
Cool. Geothermal fracking has finished up. Mineral purification plants would be nice. Interesting that we're not getting the research from researchers right away. But we'll get that done. That'll be fine. Gotta work with what we've got, right? So it'll be completely okay. A more detailed scan of one of the mini natural satellites orbiting the gas giant Bera 2 has revealed a deposit of precious metals and minerals that was overlooked in the initial survey. Although the moon is very small, it has a stable orbit around its primary, and appears tectonically stable. Okay, so +3 energy credits. Sure. That's not a bad thing, by any stretch of the imagination. I'm wondering if this dead ends here. We don't know. I would definitely want to come out over this direction to find out. Yeah, that should do the trick.
Survey complete.
So we're done in Barnard Star. We may as well grab Bira here, I think. Yeah, go ahead and grab Bira.
Complete.
The planet of interest in this system is covered in layer upon layer of dense ices of varying composition. Apparently, it was once home to more varied and pleasant biomes. A special project has been issued to investigate this possibility. So this is a mass extinction possibility here. And... okay, we'll need to find a broken planet, a burned planet, a desolate planet, and a noxious planet. Got it. So this planet is chilly. And let's go ahead and research that project now, adding it to the beginning of the list. Cool. So our science ship out here, it doesn't really matter what direction we go, because we know that this is already dead-ended, right? Because of this. So that's fine. We can just work our way down this way for the time being. Something like that. And then we can head out over here like that. Beautiful. Once we're done with this, we can head over and survey that system. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we have a first encounter here. We've made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Arcturus system. For now, we've codenamed them New Aliens until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so that we can assess how much of a threat they pose. Indeed, we should. And what are they? That looks distinctly like a science chip. Okay. This is not doing things in the order I thought it was. Okay, let's do that. We're building the Bira starbase. For the time being, Arcturus becomes a very, very high priority for us. This choke point is incredibly valuable. News of alien ships humming through the ether has reached Earth, in many ways ending the final chapter in the Book of Armenia's bid for a stellar empire. Indeed.
System survey complete.
Okay, so we finished up down over here. That's fine. What is... survey here, then here. Oh, I'm holding Control Shift. That's the problem. Just Shift. There we go. Then survey here, and then survey here. There, that's much more like it. Cool.
Construction complete.
Okay, we finished up in Bira. And we are currently analyzing this chili. Sure. Seems reasonably fine. This is indeed a dead end out over here. So that means that this is now a very important choke point for us, or more specifically, this is the very important choke point. An unnatural shift in the atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but inevitable onset of an ice age, or I guess irreversible onset, one that began before the formation of Armenia and is likely to persist long after our passing. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming efforts or even intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Earth suggest that the dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emission of gaseous industrial byproduct into the atmosphere. This view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it's unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization would be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Yeah, that's probably the case. We're going to grab databank uplinks here. And I would also definitely like to grab a construction ship. A second construction ship seems good. We get a new archaeological site, and that is over here in Galarum. Wow, this is a very, very high difficulty here. Anomaly level 10. We're definitely leaving that be for now. Cool. Okay, so we're going to finish up here on Bira, and then once we're done with that, we're moving to Galurum. This science ship here is going to head down to J, but we're going to be a little bit constrained by our influence.
System survey
The BOS Tradewind is absolutely going to head down this direction and see what we can find. But we seem to be in a pretty favorable position here, all things considered.
We have encountered some manner of spaceborne beast.
Okay, so we've got alpha aliens down here. Noted. Mining drones. So that's going to prevent us from expanding this direction for a little while. How strong are they? 2.0K? That's going to be a little while indeed. We should probably consider bumping up to a total command limit here of 20 and begin working on our John Henry class Corvette fleet. So we'll get that underway, and if that's going to happen, then we should survey back this direction for now while we wait. This will, however, do a couple things for us. One, building the Corvettes is good. That means we'll get more influence. Two, we're going to be restricted to going this way, where we've already run into a science ship. That's interesting. So we're kind of pinned in here a little bit. But we're in a good defensive position. That's for sure. We're absolutely in a good defensive position. Backscattering spectrometry, right? Spectrometry? Yeah, we're going with spectrometry. Sensors indicate the presence of valuable substances between Galurum 3A's noxious clouds. Okay, we'll go ahead and research that. Cool.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
And physics research from researchers. Cool. We're going to grab administrative AI for a research speed buff. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to try to grab Arcturus and Iostars for sure. Those are very, very high priority systems for us to take. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, James, Shadow Wolf, MLohan80, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Unisil, Kadra, Rogue Corvid, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.